Emerging through the mist, Britain's newest aircraft carrier, HMS Prince of Wales, as she began her week-long visit to the city of Liverpool. And with a Merlin helicopter flying overhead, it marked an important milestone in her early career, as she was only commissioned into the Royal Naval Fleet in December.
Well, it's a hugely poignant moment. I've been in Navy 38 years now, and we've been spending the last 20 years preparing for these aircraft carriers to come into service. So to see one coming up the Mersey ready to do a home port visit is really quite special for me. On a Navy level, of course, it's really important that we get the fact of what these ships are capable of doing in providing UK security and maritime security. Get that understood, and this is a poignant opportunity for that as well.
It's the first time one of the Navy's new Queen Elizabeth-class carriers have docked in a civilian port. A proud moment for the Navy and for the crews who were there during her creation.
I was in the first 20 members of ship's company back in 2016, and we were literally talking about this visit to Liverpool right back at the start then. To actually see it actually happen and come alongside right into the city centre, is really great.
Fast forward a day and we're back on board to get a first look before she opens her doors to thousands of members of the public for a tour of the aircraft carrier and for a chance to meet the men and women who serve on her. Our first stop is on the bridge.
This is essentially the control platform for the ship while she's at sea, keeping her navigationally safe as we operate the ship on the high seas, and as well as that, administering the ship's routine.
Back through her long corridors to get a glimpse of her flight deck. It's the equivalent size of 3 football pitches and is referred to as a floating runway. For the personnel who work in these islands, it's been an intense journey to get her here after the weather took another turn.
Well, the last time I came in here, I brought HMS Dragon in, which was a slightly smaller ship, so it was slightly easier. But yesterday was quite a cheeky entry, quite windy, lots of tidal stream as well. So the river is definitely to be respected. But just as we came down the river, we could see the people lining the banks on both sides, and it was just lovely to get that welcome. So much so we sounded the siren as we passed the lighthouse a little further up from here. To many, many cheers.
And it's here where the public will really get a taste of what it is that the Royal Navy do whilst they're on aircraft carriers like this, whether that's in the UK or abroad. As well as meeting service personnel in the hangar, many also got the chance to quite literally step into their shoes, get up close to the weaponry and the aircraft on board. But one thing that stood out to them was her sheer size.
We've loved it, haven't we, Tilly? Yeah, just amazing to see, all the things and how huge it is. It's been great.
Awesome. The organisation's fantastic. The ship itself is superb. It'll be nice when we get some planes on it, but that'll happen soon.
I think it's just one of those things, if it's visiting your city, you have to come and have a little look and see what it's all about. So yeah, and it's an experience for the children that they wouldn't get a chance normally to do.
And alongside the families in the hangar were some of the service personnel who were local to Liverpool.
It's been amazing. It's a huge ship, and it's my first time on board a warship as well. So it's an interesting experience, and coming into the city centre where I'm from, I've been really, really lucky. It's a lovely ship.
HMS Prince of Wales will remain in the city for a week of community engagements and celebrations. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel.